Stan Gibilisco here, hailing from the black holes of Dakota Territory, United States of aberrant weather. We had a wet summer. Interestingly, another wet, cool summer in which I have not yet seen one of those beautiful and yet ugly wolf spiders in the house. I guess they come in where it's cool so that they can do their mating thing in August, September, and October, but it's been plenty cool enough outside and plenty wet enough. Guess they don't need to bother to come in. Until the last couple of weeks. The rains we've had all summer and the thunder prowlers we've had every night, which have annoyed the devil out of me for fear of power failure, have caused the underbrush to become lush and green and abundant until it dried out a couple of weeks ago. Now it's brown and abundant, tinder for a fire. And tomorrow we're supposed to have a sunny, windy day. Now out here in Dakota Territory, windy means something a little different than it does in, say, Tennessee or Michigan or New York or someplace like that. They're talking 50, 60 mile an hour wind gusts, and it's going to be a sunny, warm, dry day. And when they say 50 or 60 mile an hour wind gusts, I've seen wind gusts in excess of 80 mile an hour on a sunny day here in this area. And if you've got dry tinder and somebody gets a little careless with their fire, I don't see who's going to have a campfire when it's that windy. I don't see who's going to be doing much of anything outside when it's that windy, except holding on to their cap, which is tightly clamped to their head and is named for a state in which wind is abundant. Back in Cody, Wyoming, I recall once in that area they had wind gusts of over 130 mile an hour. Sustained at 85. That's a Category 1 hurricane. Well, it's not going to be quite that bad, I hope, out here, but you get a fire going in that underbrush in the forests of these black holes, and you've got yourself one big heap of trouble. The Carolinas have too much water. Now we could use some of it. It seems like you hear more and more about aberrant weather lately. I don't think it has much to do with climate change or anything like that, as it does two things. The increased distribution of news because of the media that we have. That's number one. And number two, people's general enchantment with bizarre, destructive, and aberrant weather. The United States of aberrant weather. I don't know if it's any more aberrant than it's ever been. But it's going to be aberrant enough tomorrow. So hang on to your hats out here and pray God nobody gets careless with their cigarettes or other fire-producing devices. Stan Gibilisco signing off. Hopefully I'll be here tomorrow and won't have had to run like a bat out of hell to get away from the destruction of the area by fire. Because that's what I'll do if we have a wildfire around here. Get out. Until next time, so long.